Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in disguise. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, have the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tides fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got a flavor them recipe. She breaks into me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not worth my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick! And the fumble recovery is made. Offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, Kate. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They go play action with Kong. It's a New Orleans touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why? Why this team wasn't ready to go? That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Smith start with a throw here. That's a catch. Jackson Smith in Jigba. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Hey, Tuna. There we go, Simone.
Pressure comes. Smith. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. This will be grabbed at the 5. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Saints will get set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go.
93. Hey, 7:34. Right down.
Carr back to throw. He's got it deep downfield. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 13-0 lead. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
There we go, Sonoma.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Snowball. Lion. There we go, Sonoma.
Smith on 1st down. That's caught at the 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Walker will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Miller on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Monday, now. What's up?
Working out of the gun. It's Carr. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Now. What's up?
Back to the air. Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about...
And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Carr. And the trick play doesn't pay off. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1.
What now?
Carr off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tough. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, look,
Out of the gun, here's Smith. It's Cup Metcalf. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks need only one to take the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Carr here from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. From the shotgun, Carr. Completed to his running back. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back now, pressure on its way. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's taken on the 7. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory.
Hey, here we go, hey. Here goes it.
First down, Smith to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. A gain of 27 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, trio left. Someone's up.
From the red zone now. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receiver.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Will. Thomas up.
Walker. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Smith. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Carr setting to throw. Hits his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning.
29.
The Saints in possession.
Right now.
Carr now on 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He fields it cleanly. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it'll be Seahawks football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There we go, Sonora.
Back to the air, it's Smith. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
53, 53.
Now Smith coming off that pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Trying again following the sack. Able to get it to Moore. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 59, check 59, Cobra. Alert, Jack's left.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He puts everything behind this one. That's DeMario Davis. Dukes out a one-stop. And the Saints get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. All right, that's now his 2nd interception thrown in this game. Obviously not a stat you want, but he does have those 4 touchdowns to fall back on.
And that pick, well, makes it a little bit better performance for this defense, right? I mean, you get burned 4 times, but at least you got a couple to hang your hat on that you did take away. I'm not sure that fact is going to save them from what's going to be a really rough film session, though.
One last play before the break.
You're mine. Use right key. That's it.
One final shot before halftime. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the 2nd half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this 2nd half.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Carr to the air now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Carr back to throw. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route, 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. Running back still doing it to this day.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So now they have 3rd and short.
One down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Carr with it on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Finds his back complete. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Mevis able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting from the 5. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
13 next.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Escapes the... This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Hey, here we go, hey. Hey, it's a clip. Hey, here we go,
Now Smith. Flush down out to his left. This throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Return starts at the 3. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Carr. Getting out to his left. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Setting up the running back screen. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Carr throwing on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Snowball.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10 now. Connection made to Smith-Njigba. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other to give him a chance to make a play.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Here's Walker running right. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Finds Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Third and 4 coming up now.
Snowball. There we go, Snowball.
From the gun, Smith. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
Walker now from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Walker hauls it in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. From the red zone now. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carr off the play fake. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Carr now on 1st and 10. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready. Middle. Hey, let's go Sunday.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here we go.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, here we go, hey.
He's back to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
It's Walker on the option. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go, Salon. 13 next. Alert. Ours. Here we go, Salon.
He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They'll bring out the punter here. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
What now? Ain't no way. You ready?
Here he is to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Try and push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Walker can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he will score, and with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action with Cobb. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle. I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get them glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get them glow, stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get them glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on God. Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, glow, curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow, keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, glow, and my bumping up in the jail on the yeah, glow. Yeah, glow.
Boy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in A, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a side while bro had a get away. I got a pen
penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20-some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? The sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlson if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, their spot like A. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like hey. Shooting my shot like hey, hit the red dot like hey, finger on the like hey. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when it stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fence, they switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no heads, just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots cause I'm high, just juking. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, their spot like A. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like hey. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A.
I want you to win this.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. But I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you less than money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickle. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in the start. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jumping up a pump.